They know. They know. I feel like some people think that like I'm like I don't know. I'm not a stupid person. It's very obvious whenever it's a new account and the only thing that they have posted or commented to since their account's been made is like things about me, then I know it's personal. Obviously. And I don't feel like I addressed this yet, and there's only 76 people in here, but I'm going to tell you guys something. The only time I've made fake accounts would be to troll Faith on TikTok. I have never made a troll Reddit account. I don't care if you believe me or you don't. I have always been class prize. I'm not an uninvented scholar or whatever, or unlucky scholar. I didn't do that. I truly, truly, truly believe that there was absolute intention behind that. And it's interesting. Okay. Does everybody know what I'm talking about, first of all? I feel like everybody, like all of us follow all the same shit. But do you guys know what I'm talking about? Because if not, I'm going to have to explain it the best I can. Okay. So the other night, evidently what happened was, okay, I was going back and forth, I think, with Christy Brewer, right? I forget what we were even talking about. I don't know, just what a piece of shit I am and a flip-flopper, whatever. I can't even remember. And so eventually, I mean, usually I do stop after a while, but not always. And so what happened was, somebody responded to Christy Brewer like they were me, but I don't know how to describe it. Almost like I had made a fake profile for Reddit and then forgot to log out of it and responded to Christy Brewer like I was like wanting to be class prize, but I'd forgotten that I had not signed out of like the troll account. But that's not really what the point was. The point was that troll account went over into another thread or whatever. Okay, yeah, Queen, for sure. Went into another thread that was the one that was talking about like where the money had gone for Retina, the lawyer that she was like had put her cash app up for like a month or two ago or whatever it was, and said that she wanted to like get a cease and desist or something like that. And so it was like the day after, 2 days after they had come at me for all the money Chris had given me, and were asking, basically, trying to make it look like I was a big old thief. And when that didn't really like work in their favor, somebody had made a post about, whatever happened to this money that Retina supposedly like raised for a lawyer. And then the same account that responded like they were class prize, like basically wrote some kind of comment shitmouth in Retina, like, I think more attention needs to be put to this. Why are we worrying about what other people, what Reinvented does with the money whenever we're not worried about what Retina does? Does that make sense, guys? So immediately, evidently, according to all the people on Reddit, this was only up for like 5 minutes. And then it was like deleted. The account, the comments, everything. Right? Because I was discovered. But here's the thing. How in that 5-minute period of time was all of these women that are all members of the same group, they all were on Reddit at that very moment. They were all on the exact sub threads that this was happening on and in time to get the screenshots. Does that make sense? Because it was all, per them, per the posts, whoever made the initial post, I can't even remember. They all had screenshots of these 2 comments made by this unlucky scholar account that admittedly was only like active or whatever for like 5 minutes. So how did all of these women, how did they all know to be in the exact posts where this random Holly account, was making posts in those 5 minutes enough to screenshot them? Holly. Like, I think it's obvious what happened. But oh no, I'm just trying to like, cast blame or like, here's the thing about me. If I cared where that money went that Ratina raised, I would ask Ratina, hey, whatever happened to that money? But you guys want to know something? I don't give a shit what happened to that money because I didn't, and I'm not saying that to be nasty toward Ratina or anything, but the reality is people, that's what people do on this app. They make money. She doesn't have to tell us her every move. Maybe she did get a lawyer. Maybe it's just not moving as quickly as other people think that it should. And that's not really anybody's business. That's just my 2 cents on that. And I didn't donate to it. Not because I'm like an asshole or anything, but just because like when she had her Cash App up, I didn't donate to her. I've sent her some gifts, like little gifts. Like I've thrown back coins at her. She's thrown me coins. Nothing that would equal anything of any type of like substance. Right. And I never said that I see a lot of myself in faith because I don't. I do relate to some things about faith for sure. And if that means that I'm also a piece of shit, narcissist, manipulative, whatever they try to spin, that's okay. Yeah, the screen's black. Oh, awesome, Sarah. They're a queen. That's awesome to hear. So that's my 2 cents on that. I'm telling you guys, and I'm not trying to say, oh, because I'm not a troll, I would never make fake accounts. I've made tons of fake accounts on TikTok, tons to go into Face Live. I can't even tell you how many, 30, 40 accounts maybe have been blocked when I've gone in there and said some slick shit as a user. But Reddit seems like a little more complex, and like I'm logged into Reddit like, I don't even know that I have a password for Reddit. It's like set up through my actual phone and Google. And yes, I'm not a stupid woman. I could figure it out. But like, I'm always been class prize. So it wasn't me. I mean, they'll continue to say it was, and that's okay. I mean, it does piss me off. Just like No Bus said today, like I said some slick shit. Oh, did you invest? They were talking about Chula's family, right? And they were saying, oh, something about, oh, we know information about her. And I said something about like, yeah, you investigated her too. And No Bus is like, yeah, and but I did investigate you with all of the information you provided. Do you want me to share it? And I was like, sure. I already told you what you'd find about me. 4 delinquent credit card civil actions from 2016, totaling maybe like a few $1,000s. That's it. And I lied, a speeding ticket. So there's that. And I was never trying to say I was above creating a troll account. I'm certainly not above making a troll account. Like, I literally, that's what we do here. But I haven't done it on Reddit. I've been class prize from the beginning. And I don't care what Retina did with that money. So there's like that's a twofold kind of statement I'm making. I don't care. I give zero cares. It's not my business. I honestly don't even know how she asked for money in her lives and don't care. Oh my God, yeah, Taz. I mean, that's what we do. We all do it. We troll. We snark, we troll, we talk shit. And that's that. And like, we can even have the most benign conversations like last night. Whenever there was, I wish we would have done a poll. The women in the comments, I'm going to say 10, 15, 20% of the people commenting had dealt with some form or fashion of substance abuse, whether it was themselves or a member of their family or loved one. Actually, probably more than 20%. Everybody in the boxes, everybody was stating how they are either an addict in recovery or had family members who are, including myself. I told y'all my family is riddled with the disease of addiction. We said nothing negative. Queen literally asked a question about methadone maintenance, A, and B, Queen had gotten personally attacked, right? Personally attacked. Her mental health was personally attacked by a woman, right? So yes, should people speak on other people's recovery? No. But when somebody speaks on my mental health, it kind of does give me the green light to talk about your recovery. Because no, two wrongs don't make a right, but that's just how this works. Whenever I get hurt, I want to hurt back. Hurt people hurt people. If you shit on me, I'm going to shit on you back. Especially if it was somebody that you considered a friend. Like, there's a lot of hurt feelings. Queen agreed. Like, Queen's feelings had been hurt. Queen's feelings had been hurt. They took her mental health and made fun of it. So for Queen to kind of want to, for Queen to kind of want to like strike back, that's the most normal thing in the world. That doesn't make it right, but that's human nature. Like, people do things that aren't right when they're hurt. Exactly. And Queen has asked these women also for conversations and has been shut down. But then not only is she just shut down, then they proceed to have conversations about her live. And I know how that feels because it happens to me on Reddit like every single day now. And I know how frustrating that can feel when you know the truth and you know what they're saying is a bunch of hogwash and like it just keeps going. It's so frustrating. It's hurtful. But nobody in here shamed anybody's recovery whatsoever. Chrissy, gone hunting. You know what else she didn't do? She did not give any medical advice. In fact, she put out the full disclaimer and was like talking about interactions of medications. She's a pharmacist. Exactly, Queen. And that's, but again, I think people in glass houses should not throw stones. I have seen some women. I have seen some women on this side of the fence and that side of the fence, including myself at times, question stability and mental health. So again, none of us are perfect, and all of us have made very similar mistakes. How is Tess going to talk about anybody's mental health when she sits on a live stream and cries? That's no different than asking somebody for a conversation repeatedly because they invested something in a friendship and were cut off with no rhyme or reason. That's called like being an adult. I mean, I guess people don't have to give us an explanation or a conversation about why they cut us out of their lives. But like, it's the right thing to do. It's the mature thing to do. If Queen and I have developed a friendship, right, to where we're talking outside of the app, or we're texting, or we're talking on the phone, and one day I just cut her out with no rhyme or reason, she's going to have questions. And that's normal. I would want to know. Doesn't mean I have an unstable mental health. The reason the conversation wasn't afforded to Queen is because there's no explanation that would justify being treated the way she's been treated by some of these women. That's why no conversation's been had, because if Queen were to ask them, hey, what did I do? Like, let's talk about this. There wouldn't be an nothing. We all are guilty of reacting. We're all guilty of reacting. All of us. Actually, I give Queen a lot of credit for sitting in that box yesterday and owning it and saying, I was triggered. It was like reactive abuse. I'm not a nasty, mean person, but when I was being attacked, I attacked back at times, which is out of character and out of pocket. Like, that's what we need in this group of women, because we all have done it. We all have been reactively nasty. All of us. Not a single one of us haven't. I do it all the time. I do it every time I comment on those Reddit posts, because the reality is I liked those women. I liked those women a lot for a period of time. I trusted those women, and maybe they trusted me too. So like, I get like, and then I see things coming from women that I had like somewhat of a relationship with. And I'm like, are these some of the same women that we sat in streams and talked and laughed, and now they're calling me this and I'm calling them that? Like, I don't know. To me, it's a lot. Exactly, Queen. And being like vulnerable and owning that stuff, that says a lot about you as a human. Same, Kimberly. I do it all the time. I literally do it every single day. And I know that about myself, and it's probably, I'm just an emotionally reactive person. I can de-escalate really quickly, but I'm an emotionally reactive person.